Hi, Tether. Welcome to our neck of the woods. I'm a little solo right now. Jeff may do a show later. So I promised you guys some molasses information today. I'll wait and see if anybody hops on real quick before I start. Um, I did do a little bit of research. Not a lot because I know a lot of the basics, and also I didn't have time. I'm sorry. Um, but I do have some things open, so we can go over a couple of the things that I actually didn't know were benefits. Um, and we are talking about blackstrap molasses today. Um, I know it's Saturday. Hey, B Dog, first in. I'm gonna wait until some of the regular crew show up real quick before I'm gonna start talking about some blackstrap molasses and some health benefits that maybe people don't know about. Just you know, that's kind of my thing. Um, so if I bore you, let me know, and I'll get started. I don't know if anybody's gonna pop on or not. So blackstrap molasses. Oh yeah, go ahead, grab coffee. Coffee is good. Buddy, go lay down in some shade. Yeah, it's so hot. Go lay down in some shade. All right, so welcome to anybody watching this later. I'm sorry, big pause there. I was just waiting for some people to jump on here before I get started. I'm talking about health benefits and practical life uses of blackstrap molasses. Of course, the conversation can turn into anything here, but that's what we're going to start with today. As soon as B-Dog gets back. So maybe it may be that if you want to hear about that, you may have to fast forward a bit. I'm so sorry. But we are having a great day today. It's beautiful out. Sun is shining. We've just been trying to get stuff done, cleaned up around here. I know it always looks like we've got a bazillion weeds, but most of those weeds are medicinal or edible. And so I don't like to cut down all that stuff because we are trying to teach our daughter foraging and just so she has that skill. I feel like it's a pretty important skill. So, okay. All right, you're back. Good cup of coffee. That'll take you a long way. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and start covering some of the stuff. Hey, Craig. Thanks for showing up, buddy. All right, guys. Well, usually Bonnie likes to be here too, so I try to wait for her. But we'll go ahead and start covering some stuff. So blackstrap molasses is what we're looking at today, and that's the kind I use. That's, if anybody asks, that's the kind I use. Hey, Becca, deep in the heart of Texas. Yep. Oh yeah, blessed time. Wow, B Dog, I don't know where you're at. We're at 211 here. So blackstrap molasses is the kind that we like to use here. And if you don't know what molasses is, most people do, but if you don't, it's the stuff that's left over after they cook down your sugar and make it into those pretty little white granules. Oh, I love all you guys. And the thing is that that blackstrap molasses is full of really good things. It's got zinc, calcium, manganese, magnesium, potassium. Hold on, I actually, like I said, I looked up some stuff to make sure what else it had. It's got a high levels of iron, which for the one lady in the thing, you know, you'll appreciate this. It can help relieve some of those menstrual cramps or anemia. If you know anybody that's anemic, a little bit of molasses, even in a cup of warm water or a cup of tea, if you substitute your sweetener with a tablespoon of molasses, it's really rich flavor. It takes some getting used to, but I like molasses. So the other thing is it's really good for your bones. It can help to build up your bones and your tissue if you are in that category of at risk for osteoporosis. Let's see here. I've known a lot of people who use it as a hair conditioner, and you put some molasses in some water, and you make a nice conditioner. Put it on your hair. You let it set for 15 minutes. You rinse it out. It can help reverse gray, and it can help encourage hair growth. So if your hair is thinning, we all have some issues with some of that as we get older. Yes, women and men as well. Hey, work in progress. So yeah, so molasses is multi-use, multi-purpose. Let's see what else. I bake with it a lot. I'll use it instead of sugar because my husband is a sugar hound. He's got a sweet tooth like nobody's business. So I reserve a lot of sugar for him most of the time, and then we'll use molasses in for cookies and cakes. I'll use it in bread. It does make a darker bread, but the flavor is intense. It's beautiful flavor. So if you do like molasses cookies or something, it's not quite as strong as that, but you can tell there's molasses in it. But yeah, the health benefits of a tablespoon of molasses every day. The other thing is, if you're like a pre-diabetic and you're trying to watch your blood sugar, it can help with that too. Now you have to be careful. If you're diabetic, you need to talk to your doctor about, that stevia might be a better plant-based sweetener for you than molasses, but you need to talk to your doctor because I don't know where on the diabetic scale molasses falls. Again, not a doctor, don't play one, not an herbalist, not a pharmacist, none of that stuff. This is just stuff that we do here. It can help with your nails. It can help with your hair growth. It can help with it can help with controlling anemia, which is your iron count. Like I said, it's full of a bunch of good stuff. Hold on, give me a minute here, guys, and I actually went to WebMD, and wouldn't you know, they actually have molasses listed as a health benefit. So let me read off what they say is the nutritional content of molasses here. And like I said, we prefer the blackstrap. I think it's the most mineral dense molasses that there is. Yeah, it lowers your glycemic index. So it won't spike your blood sugar as much. Here we go. Calcium, iron, magnesium, manganese, potassium. Oh, vitamin B6. That's the one I forgot. So, yeah, there's a ton of health benefits to it. And if you were to just have like a little coffee cup with some warm water and a tablespoon of molasses in it a day, it's going to help you in so many ways because magnesium is essential to absorb vitamin D. And I don't know if a lot of people know that. You can take those vitamin D supplements all day long, but if it's free floating in your bloodstream, it's not doing anything. And vitamin D, whether you're getting it directly from the sun or you're taking a vitamin, is a fat soluble vitamin. So blackstrap molasses, it helps your digestion as well. So if you're having any digestive issues, that would be something to think about, maybe starting up. It does take a long time if you're trying to use it to reverse gray. It can take anywhere from 6 months to a year. Some people it takes less. Some people it takes a little bit more. But again, you can do that without using it as a conditioner, but just by that tablespoon in a cup of warm water a day. Let's see, what are some of the other things it says here? Really, that's about it. I think I've covered most of what they've covered, plus a few things. All right, let me close that out. But yeah, if you're gonna take natural supplements.
Who's on?
A couple
Who
people.
we have on today?
We have Workin, B-Dog, Becca, and Craig.
Well, we'll give you guys a little
awesome.
Real quick on an update. My brother just got back from the stores, and Wally World in our area was told by the manager that they will not be receiving trucks next week. And he went to our farm store, which everybody TC or TSC, and they're doing the same thing. They normally don't get trucks on Saturday, but they just got their last truck today. They will not be receiving trucks all next week. So things are moving forward that we've been discussing. And we'll leave it at that.
If you are not stocked up because you were unable to, or because you just woke up and you didn't know how to, reach out. We do have an email now. It is ONOT Woods, because our neck of the woods was taken. So it is in our, like, I think if you go to our about or wherever you find that on the YouTube channel, we did pop it in there. So email any questions. If we don't know, we either will find out or we will find somebody that does know and we'll get the information, okay? Because this is a vital time. If we're not helping each other right at this point, then there's little hope for humanity if we can't help each other out. And so that's what we're here. We're here to help. So if you have questions, or even if you have suggestions, I mean, good Lord, I by no means know all of it. I just know a little bit of a lot, and that's I'm a survivor. Let me tell you, I've been in some pickles in my life, so I pick things up and store them because they come in handy later. Hey, artist and poet, I remember you. How are you? So yeah, reach out to us. And if you are in a situation where you weren't able to prepare, and you only have a few things, reach out, let us know what your list is, and maybe we can tell you new uses for those, because almost everything has multifunction, and you should learn what the multifunction is. And don't be scared to just go on and, I know everybody says it, Google it, but go ahead, Google it, DuckDuckGo it if you have to, whatever browser, whatever search engine you want to use. Don't be afraid to do some research, okay? But always look at the pros and the cons, because if you're going to use something as a home health remedy, or as they call them folklore remedies, you need to know the good and the bad. You need to know how it's going to react in your body, and you need to have a bit of an understanding on that. Just like with vitamins, if you're just popping vitamins, they can be free floating in your blood and not doing the job. And then you think that those vitamins aren't going to work. Well, chances are they will with the proper absorption. So magnesium is vital to absorb vitamin D. Now, there are a couple ways you can get magnesium. Molasses is a great way because it's tasty. It's easy. You can do 1 cup in the morning and you're good. But the other way you can do it is Epsom salts. Epsom salts is just magnesium. It's a mineral. It is not a salt. Okay? Now, Epsom salts is awesome because it's a multifunctional, multi-purpose. You can use it as a scrub. You can use it, of course, because your skin will absorb magnesium. And listen to this. Your skin absorbs magnesium better than any of your organs or any of your blood cells. So that's a good way to get magnesium. Another thing is, if you're not sure and you're taking vitamins, or you go to the store, you run to the store right now and you grab vitamins. Go talk to the pharmacist about the best way for them to be absorbed in your blood, and use that kind of wording so that the pharmacist knows what you're getting at, because they are educated in that. Because certain medicines have to be taken with food and other ones don't. Vitamin D, if you can't get a source of magnesium, that's fine. Take your vitamin D with food. It is a fat-soluble vitamin, so that will at least help. But the magnesium will help it absorb even better, and that's just what I've learned over the years. And I've done a lot of research on that. So, and you also want to know if it interacts with any other medication, and that is important. Again, I'm not a doctor. Don't play one. I'm not a pharmacist. I don't play one. Not an herbalist. I don't play one. This is just stuff that I've learned. Okay. So, my email in chat. No, but I can put it in chat. It is on the YouTube channel. ONOT Woods. Yeah, of the Woods. Oh, I've got all the caps on, guys, but hold on.
Go ahead and do it.
But I think it'll get you there anyway. I'm
I'm
gonna go ahead and post a link. Anybody wants to come in, and you don't have to talk about what we're talking about. We can talk about anything, because I love it when a conversation just goes all over the place. I really like that. If you haven't noticed, I'm a little. So let me get that link up there, and
who are you barking at?
there you go. No sound. Uh-oh.
Can
you guys hear me? Testing 1, 2.
5x5 if we can.
Can I get a 5x5? Can you hear us? Howdy, howdy. You guys, can you hear us?
Go to our tube.
Let's see.
Oh, I thought we were up.
Well, yes and no. I had it up, but I didn't bring it up. Give us a minute here. I think our signal's kind of crappy.
That's why I usually restart. I try to restart before we.
I didn't think about it. I'm so sorry. I just kind of crappy. Good sound here. All right, thanks, working.
I usually restart. I try to restart before we.
All right, thanks, you guys. Can you? So we're all good then now. All right.
All right.
Right on.
Might just be the signal.
Hey, DT. If I missed anybody, hi. If you decided not to chat and you're hanging back, hi.
It's a warm one today. So
yeah. So I popped the link in the chat there. If you guys want me to pop it in again, I'd sure love if anybody wanted to come in and talk. You guys don't have to share yourself if you don't want to, if you're uncomfortable with that. But I love a conversation about whatever. Molasses is the only thing I prepared today, but there's a lot of things out there that are multifunctional, and if you just have them in your cupboard, I mean, they'll work for a great lot of things. Yeah, I'm sorry. We are out in the woods. We're not lying. Our neck of the woods really means our neck of the woods.
We're 10 miles away from.
Yeah, we're 10 miles from the nearest town. We like it that way.
We have a village, but our tower's up over the hill, over another hill, and we're lucky we get a signal, actually.
And that's okay. We don't want towers in our neck of the woods.
No.
We don't want them. We don't want them. They can keep them elsewhere. There's enough stuff to deal with. So I'll take coons and possums and snakes and whatnot any day of the week over towers. So let's see what else can we cover today that might be of interest to you guys. I don't know if y'all watched that one on foraging, but I mean, if you aren't growing a garden already and you don't have one, you need to go out and do a little bit of looking around in your yard. And if you don't have a yard because you live in the city, tell you what, dandelions still growing. A lot of very nutritious and medicinal plants grow in and around roads, roadsides, and disturbed areas. And you're going to find a lot of really beneficial. Now, the thing about that is, though, is that if it's on a roadside, and it's like a busy road, you're probably going to not want to get the stuff right up against the roadside because, of course, you're going to deal with the exhaust fume. You're going to take that into your body. That's going to make you a little probably ill. You're going to be doing, what's that called, honey? When you, it's kind of like cutting your nose off to spite your own face.
Yeah.
So,
It's
you know,
healthy,
try
but you're
not to
still
do
getting-
that. In an emergency, though, it's food, right? So
But you
just
have to
know
detox afterwards.
know
right?
your plants. And if you find a plant and you're not sure because there are a couple plants that show up, go look for specifics on identifying that plant because a lot of plants in nature have lookalikes, just like snakes, right? You got the coral snake, and then you've got like I think it's the ring snake or something. One of them's venomous, one of them's not. But the non-venomous one looks like the venomous one in order to keep predators away. Well, plants are the same way. They do the same thing. You know, they'll poisonous plants will mock healthy plants in an order to be attractive. I don't know why. I guess it's their purpose.
I love you, buddy. I'm
But,
sit here and rub your butt. Yeah. All right.
Just like with
Well,
Queen
we'll
Anne's
see
lace,
that.
it's a valuable
critters.
valuable
Funky
plant.
critters
It grows
out there.
everywhere. I mean,
Funky
everywhere
critters.
across the United States. I don't think there are many places except possibly the desert that it doesn't grow. But there is a lookalike, and if so, you know, find two things about that plant to identify it from its lookalike, because the lookalike it can be poisonous. So the dot in the middle of the flowers is one giveaway, but the hairy stem is the most important bit of that one because the lookalike does not have a hairy stem. And so when you dig up the root, you can eat that root, you can eat the flower head, you can eat the leaves, okay, things like that. No video, only pixels, typical of my area. Well, thanks, working in progress. Yeah, we're trying. I mean, it looks clear on our end, but we're doing the best we can, guys. Again, we're just trying to help. I'm sorry. Things will hopefully get better with time. Hey, Southern. So yeah, anybody want to come on up and chat? I'll drop that link one more time for you guys. And again, you know, you can come up, show your face. If you're uncomfortable with that, you don't have to. You don't have to download anything. All you gotta do is hit the link and join. Thanks to Jeff Riddle because he's the one that hooked us up with the information about StreamYard. So, and I know all you guys already know all those guys. And tonight in Liberty Warrior, I've got some other channels that we've added to our list to be able to post. So also, if you have a channel and you don't see us posting regularly your channel at least once or twice a night in other channels that allow us to do that, send it to us. You know, let me know and we'll add it to our list and we'll get you out there too. We just have to support each other, and that's just what it's about. And you know, I don't much care what your content is. I'll come watch it. I'll support you. Give you a thumbs up. We'll feed that algorithm the best we can. You know, we'll do our bit to help out. So just let us know. Anybody want to come up? I mean, I know I listed all the molasses stuff again. If you guys want to hear it again, if you missed it, I can repeat it. It's got some really good vital nutrients in it. Molasses is what's left after they cook off the sugar, your white sugar, and it doesn't matter if it's cane sugar or beet sugar. Molasses is the what they call the byproduct, and really that's where all the nutrients go, is in molasses. Now, personally, I prefer blackstrap molasses. That's what I keep in the pantry. That's what I feel is the healthiest and the most vitamin and mineral rich. Yeah, unsulfured.
Yep.
You don't want the ones that add sulfur because that is a preservative, and people that have preservative allergies can have bad reactions to that. And people that have preservative allergies a lot of times have oh, for heaven's sake,
I don't remember.
like allergies to dyes and to caramel coloring and like red 40 and that kind of stuff too. And so you just need to watch out for that. Okay, so we get unsulfured blackstrap molasses. I like grandma's. I like blackbriar.
Blackbriar, yeah.
But honestly, we buy at an Amish store now. Almost everything we get is we
Amish.
buy in bulk, and we buy at an Amish store in bulk. Because we have the availability to do that, and it's cheaper, and I know the products are good. So that's how we do. And so I just get their brand because it's a local brand, Walnut Creek. Actually, Walnut Creek ships out pretty much nationwide now, don't they?
They're nationwide. Yeah.
Yeah, well, Walnut Creek brand is from Amish country, and it's from our neck of the woods. So, and it's really good.
On spices and goods, dry goods. Now, Walnut Creek also has canned corn, carrots. They have like normal things like grocery stores would have, but that's not what we go for. I mean, because that's just one of them canning companies, and they're just putting a label on it. But there's other things that they have, like the like the spices and all whatnot. Those come in containers labeled their own, and they're all organic.
And so, we just we do that. And DT, that's awesome. You learned how to do that. Believe it or not, as much as I like prepping, I do not know how to pressure can, and it actually kind of scares me a little bit. I think that's a little bit why I've avoided it. But I do a lot of dry canning, and we take our meat and we make pemmican. And if you guys don't know what pemmican is,
we're gonna do a
thing on pemmican. Jeff's gonna make pemmican.
We'll still explain
it. It's just a process of slow drying a lean meat like deer or any kind of red meat. You can do buffalo, you can do deer, you can do beef, you can do just about anything. And then
except pork. Yeah,
you can't. You don't do pork. Yeah, it's red meat or only. Chicken. But when you make pemmican, when you do it in that manner, you're not using salt, so you're not adding any salt.
I inspired.
But you are. Hi, Raina. But you are making it shelf stable. Yeah.
Oh. Stinker.
So, but you are making it shelf stable, and you can set it right on the shelf. You don't have to refrigerate it. You don't have to can it. And you can carry it with you. You can, and we do ours in cupcake tins, and we put the cups down in there, and then after we dried our meat and ground it and processed it, we'll put what we want in there, and our pucks are usually about, what do you think?
About a half inch thick, yeah.
About a half inch thick. Yep. And then we render our lard and we pour that over it, and that's what makes it shelf stable. This is a food that the pioneers used to take across to the West when they were exploring. This is a food that the Native Americans would make, and it would survive. They would survive the winter with it without even having to go hunt. They didn't have to follow the herds and all the time when they had the pemmican already made, because it was shelf stable. You didn't need refrigeration for it. You didn't need any special processing, and each little puck is about 2,000 calories. It's so what we do is you can eat it just like that. It has a really good flavor. I'm a texture person, so if the texture isn't right to me, I don't like it. So I would eat it like that if I had to, but I don't eat it like that for fun. But we do cook with them, and you can make one of those little pucks into a meal for a family of 4 or 5.
About up to 5, yeah. Because then you go and you take that and throw in some green beans, some potatoes, add a little bit of water, pepper, salt, and boy, oh boy.
Oh, hey, Southern, I'm sorry. I'm slow.
Hey, what's going on, y'all?
We're just doing our bit today.
I heard
trying
that.
Yeah, hold on. We gotta turn it down a little bit there.
And this
Yeah,
one?
that one right there. Yep.
I just got
Oh,
home, finished running the bread route for the day. My son works with me on Saturday, and my wife's already on my ass to cut the grass, making me a beer break.
Hey, there you go.
We saw your trapping video. Hey, if you guys don't know,
Fox.
go over and check out Southern Patriot Association, also known as Shipwreck, aka Shipwreck. And he's actually got a lot of really good stuff. I saw your one about telling the difference between the wheel weights, and I thought that was really
pretty cool.
beneficial.
Yep.
When are you gonna do the forge for us, man? I want to see you melt that down.
I actually, all I'm really doing right now is bullets. But whenever the Rona first kicked off, it was really hard around here to find fishing weights and all that
So you're
stuff.
doing-
A lot of it, like your Eagle Claw. What's up?
Yep.
Can you hear me?
Yep.
A lot
Yes,
of your Eagle
Becca.
Claw and your mainstream stuff, it comes from like way out west. And so I was already making bullets. I bought me a bunch of sinker molds, started pouring those, and started doing small sales to some of the convenience stores around here. And it wasn't really moving that fast, you know, really, I mean, making $1 or $1.50 a pop. Wasn't really doing all that. And then the supply came back, so I was like, whatever. So I'd done paid $1,000 to incorporate the second business. So I'm kind of moving in the direction of anchors now. I'm going to start pouring anchors, you know, boat anchors.
Well, why don't you give us that business info and we can put that out there for you? You know, if you, because you know we go on, we're on with Liberty every Saturday. He does a hunting and fishing show, and
I don't think he likes me very much.
He's got a lot on his head.
He does. He's got a lot going on right now.
We'll be busy all
Yeah,
next
it's all
week,
good. I don't take it personal.
with him moving. So he's getting ready to move, trying to do all this together. You know, that's a lot of weight. I mean, you know,
it's all good, man. I mean, I don't take it personal. I mean, it's just the way it is sometimes.
It's not that he doesn't like
Well,
you.
still, we'll help support you, brother, because we believe in that. You know, you got to get, if we don't get these small entrepreneurs back up and running and shove you guys out there and let people know that there is an option to the bull crap. You know, actually, you need to remake that announcement you made when you came on, because we got a few more people.
Oh, yeah. Well, I want to be careful about it, but my brother just got back about a half hour ago from going into town. And he stopped at Wally World. Was able to talk to the main manager that we actually know, because we're such a small community here where we're at, that he was informed that they will not be receiving trucks next week. And what's on the shelves now is what's on the shelves. And he actually got the last Colombian coffee from Folgers, and the sugar's all gone, flour's all gone, toilet paper's all gone, cleaning products are all gone. Sodas are about empty. Potato chip aisle starting to empty out. Quick meals are almost all gone. And then he had to head over to TSC. And he was talking to the manager over there, because we deal with him a lot, actually. Really nice guy. And he said the exact same thing. And they actually got a truck in today, and it will be the last truck until next weekend. And they don't ever get a truck on Saturday. They always get it on Monday. And they will not be receiving any trucks until further notice. So
and this is Ohio.
Yeah.
And we're in a small town.
We're in
We're
Amish
not
country.
in a big city area.
Tiny little
We're
area.
tiny. So for them to have that come into a small town, it's here. It's right around the corner here. And we already know it's the 7th already. We only have 3 more days before Mr. Pillow does his release. So we know this is all coming. It just isn't. Yeah, just keep your head on a swivel. I don't think anything bad's going to happen, but
it's funny you bring that date up. Is anybody here, or you guys, or anybody in the chat, do y'all follow, what's his name, Potter?
Hey, Craig.
What's his name? Potter Q&A. Can't remember. Roy Potter Q&A.
Roy Potter. I think we've seen him before, but we don't follow him.
Yeah, we didn't follow him or anything.
he's an older guy. He's got some kind of really deep intel connections. A huge following. I don't know exactly who he is. I've been following him for about a
Potter or
month.
Prather?
He's not a prepper. He's intel. It's all he does is intel.
Is his last name
And,
Prather, maybe?
His last
Jeffrey
name is
Prather?
Potter.
Potter. Okay, well, we'll
I,
look him
I've
up.
checked. Yes, Roy. The actual channel name. Typing it in right now.
Oh, yeah.
This guy's very smart. This morning while I was stocking bread at Walmart, I listened to his stream from it was late last night, and he got really deep into the cheers, Becca. He got really deep into religion and how it has been
Modified?
swapped around, and got into a lot of things about the months that we all have 12 months, and how the months have been, if you get into the Greek meaning of October, November, December, a lot of the months have been rearranged. There's a lot of deep theory. I'm not going to get into it because I really don't even understand it much.
December, if you think about it, if you break down our words, I was talking about this the other day. If you break it down, govern means to rule, right?
Yes.
Ment is the original Greek for your mind, for mental. That's where that comes from. All right. So government means what? And so I'm really big on the origin of things. I'm very big on that.
You would if you watched his entire. It's a long stream, but if you watch the entire thing that he dropped last night, it'll really wreck your mind. It's crazy. But he
probably won't wreck
gives you
my
the
mind.
source.
My mind's been in so many accidents that it's not even funny.
So about the date though, is he's been talking about for a week that there are lots, and not just one source, but there's several high-end sources that are claiming somewhere between the 11th and September the 5th, I think, there's going to be something huge happening. He says he's got a lot of intel coming in from a lot of different areas saying that they don't really know what, but they do know because of the way that the military is passing words around for people to prepare amongst high-ranking officials and stuff like that to get their, quote, houses in order.
I'm going to give you something to think about on that.
I'm
going to give you something to think about on that. People are getting upset with the date thing, and I understand because it feels like the goalpost is moving and that football field's done turned into the entire continent.
Yeah.
I feel like whatever is going to happen is going to be event driven, not date driven.
Yeah.
Listen, the thing with plans, the most carefully laid plans will go astray, right? When you have a plan for anything, be it good or evil, okay? And so I'm just putting this out there.
Nothing
when you have a plan, something's going to go awry. The thing about plans is they have to be living things. They have to be things that change and flow, okay? You never change the goal, but the plans always change.
That's awesome. Yeah, on the money.
And that's how I see it. That's how I see it. And we all know something's happening. I don't know if you guys have picked up on this. This is just another little piece of the puzzle on the other side of this fiction we live in. But the Schumann resonance, the heartbeat of Earth herself, right, is changed. The normal heartbeat of Earth, the Schumann resonance, is like 7.3. It's been spiking over 500. They're turning off monitors. Okay. So, that's how high the Schumann resonance is spiking. We have a living planet. The Creator didn't just make living beings on a ball of dirt. Okay. I think our planet's living too. That's how I feel. I feel like that's how we regenerate when we go outside barefoot. And we all know it works, right?
Oh, yeah.
We all know it works. When you go outside and touch the earth with your bare feet, you connect to something that lifts your spirit. So to me, there right there is evidence of a living planet. But that's my opinion.
Yeah, I mean, it makes sense.
So we have to factor that kind of stuff in. And if we're not factoring that in, I feel like we're missing a big piece. You know what I mean? Because
Oh, yeah.
and forgive me if I offend, because of course I don't mean to, but I'm going to share my opinion because I have lots of them, and just like everybody else, I have a First Amendment while it still exists. And on that note, our forefathers only declared our God-given rights. I'm going to say that again. Our forefathers only declared our God-given rights. So if we were given these rights by our Creator, then no man, no government can take it away from us. And no one can tell us what little P's and Q's go underneath that, okay? Nobody can tell us how to dot those I's, and nobody can tell us how to cross those T's. Those are our letters. Those are our words. Those are our rights. And all we have to do is stop consenting. And I know we're all saying it. Most people are doing it. Most people are not consenting anymore. But,
Yeah,
you know,
I've been having a hard time. As the bread man, I deal with a lot of these. And the company that I work with, I have, notice I said work with, not work for. I'm an independent distributor. I own my own distribution company. So I have a partnership with the bakery. They can't outright fire me. If they do that, they have to reimburse me for the 5 years I've invested in 2 routes. And it's a lot of money. So
excellent.
they can't just fire me. So even down here in Alabama, the mask thing at first did not go around real heavy, but or I'll say neck diaper is what it is, and it didn't go around real good, you know. But now, you know, it's really starting to come back heavy. A lot of my customers, I won't name the corporations, but a lot of my customers are demanding all of their employees wear them. I'm sure y'all are seeing the same thing there. But see, you got to understand where I'm at. I'm right in the middle. I don't work for either one. I'm there to deliver product. Yeah. And they've really been giving me a hard time today when I got to my last stop, which I've been catching crap all day from it, you know, but I got to my last stop and kind of got into a heated conversation with the manager who I've known for some years, even before I was in the bread business. And said, listen, the owners, and this is an independent grocery store. This isn't a large chain. They said the owners are mandating that everyone wear a mask if you are face diaper if you have not been if you haven't rolled up your sleeves.
Yeah,
you know?
dude. Yeah.
And I pretty much told them, I'm like, listen, you know, I'm not doing it. Blank and period. We can make this a big, huge deal if you want. I guarantee you that if you try to infringe on my civil rights, you know, we're going to have a big, big problem, and I will not go quietly. So you can just look the other way on it. I'll keep my mouth closed the entire time I'm in this store if I have to, because that's kind of how it happens. And I trust my nose to actually filter out the bad things more than I do a neck diaper.
Yeah. And how do you get immunity if you don't? You know.
Hold on a moment.
Most of us would probably do much better if we kept our mouth closed anyway.
We're going to show you the type that we use. This really makes them mad, actually.
Now, we won't wear anything now. We refuse to consent now. And I won't let anybody force us into it. But when this all started happening back in the beginning, we got these from a restaurant, okay? So I'm going to show you. This was our compromise, and it's the only compromise I'm willing to make. And it's a little half face shield. This is the top of it. And it does not touch my face. It does not impede my breathing at all. What it does is keep my respiratory droplets from hitting anybody else. Period.
Yeah.
And it sits right on your skin.
Yeah.
So, great. I mean, there are means if you have to, if you have to, what's the word I'm looking for here, honey? Cooperate. If you have to find a mask if you have to find a middle ground, you know what I mean? As a business owner, if you have to find a middle ground, there are middle grounds. Don't let them tell you they're not.
Actually, I've already found my middle ground.
Well, this
There she is.
For other people
There
too.
she is. That's my middle ground right there.
Oh, hold on.
Oh, glory.
Yep, hold on here. You're still froze up there.
We see her though.
Okay, there you go.
But you know, I mean, it's you can buy those for $1 at a restaurant. No, around these parts anyway.
Around here, yeah.
And so we had gotten them just as a kind of just so we didn't have to go through the crap,
Yeah.
but without really consenting, because I can't do it. I mean, I won't do it. There's just no reason, no excuse, and no rhyme to it to me.
Here's the thing. I've got asthma. She has asthma. Yeah, we smoke. We understand. We're going to get slack for that. But it's the point behind it. You put a mask over our face, and it makes it very hard for us to breathe. And they didn't. Doctors didn't care.
Look, I thought it was really highly suspicious that all these stores had pre-cut plexiglass ready to be shipped to their stores, even out here in the Hicks. They had plexiglass up in like 2 days, already cut to every different store's proportion and everything. Now, I find that a little bit strange because when I go to the hardware store, they don't have pre-cut plexiglass ready for my size, okay, that I want to order.
Yeah.
That's crap. And if you got a big sheet of plexiglass, what the hell are you worried about whether or not I cover my face? If you don't want to look at me, divert your eyes. But that's how I feel. So I can't tell, anybody else is right for them.
Have I got into the cross-contamination? Have I got into my cross-contamination spill? I've been preaching that left and right. I don't even know who I've said it to yet.
No, I haven't heard it.
A lot of people have worked food service before, but even if you haven't, just about everybody knows what cross-contamination is. And, if you are working in a kitchen at a fast food restaurant or at a fine restaurant, doesn't matter, and the health inspector's in there, he sees you touch chicken and then touch anything else, that restaurant is getting shut down. And even if you're lucky, it's not going to be good if he sees that, and that's not even something that absolutely kills you. It's just something that makes you really sick, makes the public really sick.
Yeah, we've been in restaurant food industry all our lives. So exactly.
So it's funny to me, it's something that's such a huge deal. You haven't heard a single word about that this entire time. These people, they're trying to make them wear the diapers, and they don't say anything about how to handle it.
There is a 37% chance wearing a face diaper on a regular basis. There is a 37% chance increase for lung cancer, for throat cancer, and for mouth cancer.
Yeah. Our body was designed by our
creator,
almighty creator, to work in such a way, and you shut down one avenue of, you shut down one part, it affects other parts. It doesn't matter what you're talking about. That's how our body works. It's chain reactions. One thing leads to another, to another, to another. There's, that's why, like I said, I just, my opinion, I believe just keep back from people, use good hygiene, wash your hands, be aware of where your hands have been before you smoke or eat. And, if you have to, just keep your mouth closed. Your nose has filaments in it that filter out that
those
stuff,
hairs are there for a reason. Exactly.
So, just my opinion, though. I'm not a doctor. I'm a bread man.
Yeah, that's what I always say. I'm not a doctor. I'm not a pharmacist, not an herbalist. I'm none of those things. You want to say hi to everybody?
Hi, everyone.
What's up, inspired prepper?
Better get used to it.
Talk to him.
Yeah, you gotta get used to this. You're gonna have your own channel. You gotta get used to this.
My son is 11. He wanted to create a channel, but I'm not ready to let him do that yet.
She's been on us for years.
For a year now, a little over a year.
Awesome.
But
awesome.
And now she'll be 10 this September. So Plus, she hangs around our kind of people. We don't let her. We monitor everything that she does. So if it's not right, she doesn't get to watch it. So
Look,
she doesn't pick up on the bad habits.
I'm gonna give you this is a clue of how we do. We have a bad word in our family, and a bad word in our family is stupid. Stupid is a bad word. It's a cuss word in our house. Okay, that's
what
I think more parents need to understand that letting our children use certain language, and not necessarily cuss words, but words that are hurtful to others. I don't know if you guys can see or hear us. Did we lose signal?
No, we can hear you. I can hear you.
Okay.
That's all that matters.
But the way that we talk nowadays, the way that the world is, and it's fast changing, we should be more careful with the words that roll out of our mouths. Okay.
Yeah.
And I feel very strongly about that. And I try to never say anything that will put another person down, because I've been kicked a lot when I was down. I've been called a lot of bad things by a lot of bad people. And I've been called bad things by good people just because they couldn't look any deeper and see further. Okay. So we've raised our daughter that if you don't know what it means and you can't explain to me what it means, you can't use it. You're not allowed to say it. And if you're going to call other people names, they better uplift them, you know?
Yeah.
And that's just how we don't go for that. And I mean, she plays Minecraft online, and so she's learned a lot about how some of these other children act. And
it's gonna stop.
by the grace of God, you know, and us keeping an eye over it, she hasn't turned into them. She hasn't picked up that language. But yeah, that's our rule. I mean, if you cannot explain to me what it means, you're not allowed to use it. And I mean, that even goes as like ASAP. She come out one day, Mom, I need this ASAP. I said, if you can't tell me what ASAP means, you ain't getting anything.
Yeah, that's a really good idea. I'm definitely about to incorporate that into my little fatherly speeches.
Well, it's a way to teach them that
So all
you
we
don't.
can do is stick together, right? You know,
It's a way to teach them that words are important and that words have meaning and that they're not just throwaway things, you know. And if you're going to shorten a word, you better use it in the proper context, and you should know what it means. And then also, if you're going to use an acronym, I want to know that you know what it means and what it stands for, and you're using it in the right way, you know. So that's really, really part. Hey, Craig, I used to be really bad for the GD thing. Oh, I was horrible about it because I lost faith in it for several years. It took me a long time to find my way home. But now, instead of cursing people and things, now I say, "Oh, God bless it." Because even when I'm mad, I say, "God bless it," because I don't want to curse anything. Because I've been in places where I've felt cursed. And having been in places where I've been that low, I don't ever wish that on nobody else. So I bless it. I'll bless it, even if it pisses me off. It takes some time. You gotta really catch yourself with that one, but because it's become so commonplace, you know. So instead of damning something, bless it.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Yeah, I've got a filthy mouth. I really do. It's really bad, especially here lately. I mean, it is awful. Probably
Hey, you know.
invented a few words, you know.
Oh, that's right. You're a parent, aren't you?
Yes, of three. I've got an 11-year-old son, a 9-year-old daughter, and a 2-year-old daughter.
Oh boy, that's gonna be fun, especially when they hit teenage
Oh, it's
years.
already loads of fun. We've got some good kids though. We really do. My son, he's 11. I've had a lot of trouble out of him in the last 2 years. You know, as to be expected. You know, not wanting to follow the rules. You know, trying to be sneaky and just nothing major. You know, just a little stuff. But he's, you know, it's got to be major to him to want to get it turned around. You know, and he's doing a lot better.
Good.
Yeah, you think
it's just
about
part
when
of
you were
growing
young.
up,
Maybe
you know.
parents for this.
Yeah. Oh, I would have. Hey, if I was really, really raising myself, which it's close. If I really, really was, man, I'd hang him up by his toes out here. I'd pick a yard. I'd pick a tree out here in the yard, and I'd string him up by his toes, man. I'm telling you, if he was me, because I was hell whenever I was a kid.
Well,
But
I had an
kids don't
English
understand
teacher in
everything that's going on everything that's going on right now, you know, and man, they just as lost as everybody else, probably more so because they're just trying to be kids, man, and they're all jacked up and everything. And my
and
kids,
they
you know,
can
we
feel the
just signed
change
them
in
up for
everybody.
homeschooling. We did the online thing through their school last year, and this year they're mandating that they roll up their sleeves.
Oh
And I told him, you
no.
know, hey, making him watch the 2 hour Biden inauguration for an assignment last year really pushed me over the edge. But when they start with this,
Oh.
you know, we're just like, we're out of here completely. And if anybody out there has kids, you're interested in homeschooling them in a good program,
We're
it's
gonna
not
do
free,
some.
but it's called Time for Learning. It's the number 4. And for my 11-year-old son and 9-year-old daughter combined, it's like 35 or $40 a month. But because we pay for it, it's has absolutely zero government control or there's absolutely government has nothing to do with it. And we
Yep.
get to, you know, teach them. It's their assignments that we get to assign at our own pace. And by the time they get to the high school years, they will be a couple of years ahead of everyone else in their
Exactly.
grade. You know, and high school is when we plan to push them back out into the world, no matter what's going on, because when they get done with school, they're going to be in it anyway. And so we're going to kind of have them under our wing until ninth grade, and then we're going to chunk them out into the world and see if the little birdies can fly. You know, and that's kind of
Yeah,
our
just
plan
let them
for
know
it.
that they still exist. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
Let them know that that there's strong support from their parents, and they'll be fine as long as they know they got somebody that's going to have their back. You know, we tell Rain all the time. You know, she's been taught since she was wee little. If you lie, it's going to be worse. But if you tell us the truth, if you're always truthful with us, and we can always trust you, then we will always have your back no matter what, right? But the other thing is, I mean, for parents out there, if you do want to homeschool, there are options that don't cost anything. There are options that are not core curriculum based. So I
Yeah.
think we can actually do an episode on that. Would you be interested in coming on with us and talking some homeschooling stuff with us?
Yeah, I'll definitely have to pick up some of the details from my wife because she's the one that set everything up. You know, as soon as she told me all the details on it, I mean, I was down. I was way past down for it because, um, man, it's crazy what's going on. And I hate that they don't have friends and they can't interact. With my son, he's in football, so he's seeing some of his old friends he ain't seen in a while. And my daughter, she's going to be getting into dance in the next couple of months. So, you know, um, we're trying to get them back into the kids' social world the best we can, but we can't let that be school because that's a little bit too much social world from the
Well,
wrong company.
right. I mean, listen, a lot of parents worry about the socialization aspect with their children. And I'm going to say this, and a lot of people are going to disagree with me, but I'm going to say it anyway. Kids get socialization habits from their parents first. They learn socialization
home.
skills at home first. Okay?
Yes, if you're in there.
And I'm not saying that friends aren't important, especially when they're, 9 and 11.
Same
That's
age.
really important. But there are
Yeah.
other ways to do that. And there are other ways to be involved in sports. There are programs through most local school districts that allow you to homeschool and for your kids to still be involved in sports and band and that kind of thing, the after school extracurricular stuff. So it just takes some research and looking into different programs to find what's right for you and your child. But I think it's not only plausible, I think it's at this point, I think we're kind of, it's almost requirement, because even in our small town area, okay, they're already, my niece was in second grade last year, all right? And they had my brother-in-law sign for a sex education class for second grade. Do you understand what I'm saying to you?
Yeah.
Luckily, we're really blessed in this area to have, they were talking about that rolling up your sleeve for the kids last year. They were talking about trying to sneak that in last year. And we had bus drivers who had a safety place set up. They were going to take all the kids there if they knew that that was going to go down. So, I mean, we're really blessed in the area in that manner. That even our bus drivers are looking out for our kids' best interests. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's awesome.
Because most of our bus drivers,
That's
of course,
that's pretty dang close right there. Though. That's a little too close for comfort, having to go through that.
I know. I mean, before she was born, we agreed we were homeschooling her. You know, so we've been doing this. This last year, we did try something different. We decided to go with unschooling instead of which is actually unschooling. I love it. It's fantastic. You know, you still have to teach them reading, writing, and arithmetic, right? But
Yeah.
you let them learn what they want to learn at their pace and in their way. So she learns from everyday life. She comes out here and she does stuff, and that stuff counts for school. She learns about different plants to forage. She learned about fishing. She's learning about all kinds of stuff. And all of that counts towards school. But what it's giving her is a step ahead in life. You know what I mean? And so we have her watch. She watches Liberty Nation with us most of the time. Not every night, but we do have. She has to come out and listen. She is and she doesn't have a spirit of fear in her at all, because we say, you know, this is what's going on in the world, but these are the possible outcomes. You know, and we're firm believers that you can create your own outcome. God gave us that gift, right?
Yeah.
Of being able to manifest our future. So if we stay on a negative path of thinking, we're going to manifest a negative outcome. If we stay on a positive path of thinking, we're going to manifest a positive outcome. So we're real hopeful around here because we know what rewards that brings. Do you understand what I mean? I might not have said
Yeah.
that right, but I hope I
No,
hope I
no.
got it across. But
Yeah, I got it.
you know, we teach her things like that because that's something I wish my mom and dad had taught me. So with the option that we went with, we're actually blessed in the fact that we can kind of we can do that. We can rewind and say, man, I wish my mom and dad would have taught me that when I was a kid instead of me having to learn that the hard way as an adult. So we teach her that. She knows about money. She knows what it means to be able to spend certain bits of money and hold money back so she can get something later. You know, she knows about those kind of things. She knows about real life things, and we don't hide those things from her, because if you hide it from her, she's not going to be prepared for when things go down. I mean, we've explained to her, we're like, hey, you know, yeah, you can have, we let her do dinner decisions certain nights of the week, and then we make this, you know, but we give her choices, and I feel that empowers her, because most children are not given those choices. And if you give children choices to where they can see what the consequences are, they're going to be more able to deal with choices they have to make as an adult, and see and see ahead of time what the consequences are before they make those choices. Do you see what I mean? Instead of
Absolutely.
sheltering her from that, it's like, hey, here's what you need to do today, right? I'll go into a room and I'll say, okay, I need you to clean your room, do this, do that. I need X amount of pages of homework so you can practice this, that, and the other, and I need it done by X amount of time. Now, how you do it is your choice. Now, when that time comes, you know, I'll go check on her and stuff, and I ask her if she needs help and all that, but when that time comes, if she hasn't gotten it done, there's a consequence, right? And the consequence is, okay, I guess you're not going to game tonight. That was your decision, and you made it, and this is the consequence of that decision. And we don't do it in a bad way. We don't do it in a punishment way.
We talk to her as an adult.
We talk to her just like that. We tell her just like that. It's your decision, but there are consequences to every decision you make. So
yeah, we try not to do the things that were brought the way we were kind of brought up. It's well, I'm your dad and I told you so, and this is the way it is. Well, that kind of puts a force to it, and there are maybe a couple times we've done that, but for the most part, no, you can't, because you don't want to kind of like scare them in a sense. You don't want to make them feel like they're like pressured to do. You want them to be able to accomplish it and then overcome that, and then let them feel that they have achieved something, so then they move forward quicker. I mean, she does really well. I'm not,
we're super proud
we're a
parents.
little on the different side.
But
we are.
we do things different.
People don't agree with the way we do things, but then when we take her out in the public, it's like,
oh my gosh!
It's
oh,
like,
your
you guys are
daughter's
just
so sweet.
yeah,
She's just so respectful,
polite, well-mannered, thoughtful, and it's like, okay, but
she's
yet
her own
people want to come
person.
down on us on how we raise our daughter. And it's like, hey, look at the results. I mean, you can't beat it, So we just ignore what people say. Not in a bad way. We do listen and we take opinions, but for the most part, it's we try to just keep it going forward, and because they are their own person already, and a lot of people don't realize that you gotta give them their room.
If they feel like they are your child, then when you go and throw them out into the world, all they're going to ever know is having been your child. You understand? Instead of being their own person. And I'm not criticizing or nothing, okay? Because everybody does it different, and every kid is different. Every person is different. And that's what makes the world beautiful.
Kid's different, and that's but it makes the chemistry so neat.
And we spoil her with love. Absolutely, that child is full of rotten with love, but she knows what's important. She knows it's not things. She knows it's people. She knows it's community. She knows it's caring for others. She knows that that's vital in life, and she does. She's a sweetheart.
Running for president, says Craig.
Yeah, Craig. Yeah. I put that up on the screen. Maybe she's watching. She'll love that. Craig, I think she's in love with you. Serious. She loves her some Craig.
And real quick, Craig, I'm going to do maybe a 5-minute video for live stream here after this. I'm going to run by the tractor and the sawmill and show the piles of barn siding we got. And
well, you might want to do that soon, honey. I think I'm running the batteries out.
Oh, are you? Well, it won't be on this.
I'm going to have to get off here and get to cutting grass in a minute. My wife keeps coming out the door looking at me funny. I told her I would do it after I drank my beer. And the beer's gone.
Have her come on with you, and we'll do some homeschool. We'll do it. Let's see, when you want to do it, man. Do you have a day off?
She's not really into all this. She hears me talk about a lot of it, and she understands the need to protect the kids right now, and the homeschooling thing went over very well with her. She completely agrees on that. But as far as a lot of the politics and everything else that's going on, she's turned a blind eye to it, purposely. I mean, I guess is dependent on me to keep up with everything. And
yeah, I want to do a homeschool video. I definitely do. Anybody, Maria, if you would be kind enough to grace us with your presence on a homeschooling, we'll set it up. What do you guys think? Maybe next week we'll set it up for, what do you want to do? Wednesday maybe, or I don't know. What's good for you?
We'll figure it out. Our email's on our channel. We just got it up last night. It's in, of course, the about. So we do have our email address for our neck of the woods now. So
send us an email. Let us know when's good for you.
Drop us a note, and we'll get together. We'll figure out some kind of a thing to put up for homeschooling. And then I just now was thinking is like, maybe we can get together and the other kids that are homeschooled, maybe we'll do like a Zoom or a.
Oh my God, the kids could do Zoom meetings.
Yeah, the kids could do Zoom meetings, and they at their own. They could ask questions to each other. That helps.
Talk about what they're learning.
Yeah.
And that's some socialization for them too. All right, we all know as adults that you can make connections and feel like like your family with people that you've met online and have yet to give a hug to, right? We all know that you can those things would become your community, they become your family, and they become important to you, right? And so you try to keep in touch with those kind of folks, just like we have here. We got a family. So hey, conspiracy no more.
Very lucky. Very lucky.
So next
Thank you,
week,
Tina.
I would definitely like to set up something for homeschooling for parents, since school year is starting around the way, and maybe we can help out some other folks. You know what I mean? Maybe we can help out some other folks. Maybe we should do it at the beginning of the week. Oh, geez, howdy. What do you guys think about that? Oh, Maria, we would love that. Yeah.
So we'll get
Yeah, we'll get together and do that. And
I got to tell you my honest opinion.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
I really it only way that I could get my kids involved in it is it would have to be absolutely private. It could not be on like a public,
No,
No, that's
showing,
fine.
We'll do a restream only.
Yeah, we would do. It would all
It
be
would be a
like
restream
back thing.
only
It wouldn't be
backstage.
live. No, we wouldn't do that. We would not do that.
We would have to get each other's phone numbers so we could send each other's the links. So then we'd be able to just say, hey,
Give us your.
we can send you the
The link.
the link for the restream, but it would be
for
private,
kids. That's for
completely
the kids.
private,
That
yeah.
would be, for the
Absolutely.
school year,
No.
for the kids to be able to do that, and maybe we can mention something about that. I'm sorry, honey.
Completely understand, because no, we don't want our child out in the public either. So yeah, we can do it to restream, and I found out last night that they do that. Sorry, that they can do a back room. They call it the back room restream, where it's all private. You don't have to be on public YouTube or anything like that. So.
And maybe we can set something up like that for other like-minded folks who are trying to protect their kids. You know what I mean? If it's all about the kids, let's do it. Let's get these kids private, but this is a way for them to also socialize, and I think that might be a good idea. I don't know. See what we can do. But yeah, we'll keep it private. We would never put the kids out there like that.
No.
Too many pervs in the world.
That's why it's taken me a year for us some time to get this up and running, because we're very private people. And then we're gonna let Raina do a live, not live, but
not on her face,
but
just
for
on
gaming.
Her games.
So you'll hear her voice, but you only see the game. She won't be seen.
Yeah, that's what we've agreed to.
I got you. Yeah, honestly, I'm right on the fence on it. I really don't know. I'll have to do some thinking on it.
Nope, absolutely.
I feel like it could be a good thing, but man, I just several different areas.
We'll let Raina lead it.
Really, really, really worries me.
She will too.
Because,
we
man,
understand.
it's just such a crazy world.
Well,
oh yeah.
I mean, the other thing, another option that you can think about, I mean, and not you specifically, but parents out there, is like Kids Messenger. Now, I'm not sure how secure that is. She has 2 friends we allow her to talk to on Kids Messenger, but there are you have to have the code that's got to be put in right. The parent has to approve it, and all that. So that's something to think about too, if we want to think about that, because that's their own private thing. You know what I mean? But she has a friend in England, and she has a friend in is he in Alabama or Louisiana?
Alabama? You talking about the one that played
Roll
You need
Tide?
IQ pros.
Yeah, he's Alabama. Yep.
Yeah, so she's got a friend in Alabama, and she's
2
got a
friends
friend
up in
in
Michigan.
England, and we allow her to chat with them on Kids Messenger. But that's because both parents have to agree, both parents have to approve, and you have to have a specific code that is only accessible on the parent's phone. So I kind of like to
I'm
say
right on the
that
fence
on
about it. I'm not an absolute no, not an absolute yes. I mean, I'm right on the fence with it. So yeah, we'll talk about it a little more, and it sounds like a pretty cool idea. You just got to be so careful nowadays.
Gotta agree.
It really sucks that we live in this world now, and we need to change it. Just that easy.
Yeah.
We need to change it.
I'm putting you up there now, Craig.
Yeah, Maria, we actually do that with. That's her geography, is locating all her friends on the map and finding out where they are. That's part of her geography. That's what we do.
We got her a globe, and it's actually plugs in USB. It's got a light in it. It's pretty cool. And then it comes with a Q code you got to read, and it's an app that goes on your phone.
Thanks, Meg.
Then you go up and you take the phone and you go up to the globe, and it'll, whatever you're looking for or whatever you're doing your geography on, you choose that country and town in that country or whatever, and that'll pull up and give the history of it and the coordinates and all kinds of different historical shows, museums and different things like that. It's a pretty cool little globe.
I'm sure there's a lot of people that feel like I do that, you know, the absolute main reason why I am, excuse my French, but losing my shit lately is because of my kids. It's not about me. It's not even about my wife or my parents. It's about my kids. And that's what gets me fighting mad every time, is because, man, I am pissed off about the world that it looks like they're going to be growing up in and living in one day.
Yeah, because we can take care of ourselves, but they don't know any different. You know, they don't know how to fight.
You got to strengthen their backbone by telling them the truth.
But they don't know
too.
that they have actual.
It was, I want to say, just like who was it said a minute ago? Meg Frank a second ago said Messenger's tied into Facebook and they record it all.
Yeah.
I just don't trust them. That's my opinion.
Right.
I feel the same way, man. I mean, they're recording us right now. You know, with it.
We were messed with yesterday.
Yeah, we got messed with heavy yesterday, and heck, we don't have
barely
really
anybody
much
on here, and I guess they were deleting part of our chat yesterday. We got on and we were discussing with the Truth Seeker.
YouTube mods.
And it was a Google mod, that came on and erased two of the messages, or one of the two of the messages that were in chat. And it's like there's nothing on there that's
nobody's saying anything.
You know, so they're getting heavier now. It's really bad that they have to get that heavy.
We're gonna keep trucking though. We're gonna keep trying, and we're gonna do our best. But yeah, so next week,
give up. Never give up.
No.
Next week I'm gonna plan
I'm
for.
signing up for the lawsuit. So.
Well, how about if you want, we'll put our email. Well, actually, we can put it up.
Drop it real quick.
Yeah, drop it again if you want.
Let me go grab our email real fast.
And we'll pop it in the chat, and then send us an email about what would be a good day you think for you, and we'll do a homeschool discussion. And I don't know how to do like an advertisement for that ahead of time or anything. But I want it to be an open discussion.
I'd be worried to do a advertisement about it. Honestly, if you're gonna do it, you know, probably just like we're doing right now, just the people that you already know, instead of bringing in so many outsiders, and you know, because that's where things are just gonna get messed up. You know, in my opinion. I mean, maybe not. I'm kind of pessimistic on the subject, sure you could tell, but
we'll just say to anybody listening, if you guys are interested. We'll be covering that topic next week. I'll find a day that's going to be good for me to cover it, and I'll come with notes.
All right, there you go. There's our email.
I'll come with notes and links and options.
And you can find that on our channel.
And Maria, since you've got experience and stuff, we'd really love you to do that. I appreciate you being willing to contribute your information too, because it's so important. This is how we can take care of our kids at a local level. This is as local as you get, right in your home.
Well, real quick, how you doing there, Travis? See that just stopping by? That's great. Hope you're taking a small little break. You gotta take a rest at one point in time.
I hope your move's going well,
hope
man.
It's going smoothly for you. Don't forget to keep that liquid in you. It's hot today.
I'm gonna get off in here and cut some grass in a second. I do want to say this before I go. 100 years from now, they will judge us, all of us, as a population, of how we handled everything that is going on right now. We won't be here anymore. We will be gone one way or another. I know for sure me and you and everybody in this chat room will be gone. And
Oh,
what
yeah,
we
absolutely.
did with this time that we have will be judged. And I'm at that point, going from kids into this is exactly what I mean. It's up to us, man. We got to have a strong foothold in what we believe, what we know is true, what we know is right, and we ain't going to give an inch. You know,
Right.
our next course of action, who knows? But all I'm saying is fear is something we need to have zero of right now. With everything that's going on, we got to have the courage that we want to be remembered by, or
Yes.
we can lay down and we will be remembered for laying down. And I don't want to be remembered that way. I want to be remembered for knowing I stood up for what was right, kept my
Yep.
feet planted, even if it took me down to the ground for good. I went down fighting for what I knew I believed in, compared to just laying down and just taking it like a you know
Yep.
what.
And
So
a good point of
that's
that
all I
is
have to say.
we look back on the German thing, the World War II thing. We look back on that and we say, why didn't anybody speak up? Why didn't anybody stop that? Why did they wear the stars? Why did they get on the train? We say that now. I don't want to be the one. I won't wear the diaper. I won't put on that star. I won't climb on that train. And I won't let somebody tell my neighbors they have to do it either.
Yeah.
I don't want to find out if
I'm
they're
gonna go
here.
cut some grass, y'all. I appreciate y'all having me on. I always like talking to y'all, man. Y'all are some really cool folks, and I'm really glad to have met y'all.
So
And
are
I say
you.
that every time, really, And
Well, we appreciate it. We really do.
if you don't mind, while I'm here, I'll just drop, that if anybody is in the chat, if you don't know what the Southern Patriot Association is about, we have a simple idea for trying to help local patriots preppers meet each other within their county or their state. We don't need any of your personal information, just a nickname, county, and your state. You send that stuff to the email, which is posted on our channel. And whenever somebody else from your county reaches out to us, we will let both of you know. And it will be up to you at that point to take that risk going to meet this person. But I believe after it becomes groups in counties, it'll be much easier and much safer. The whole group can go to meet one instead of one going to meet one, and I think we really need to come together across the country right now. And if you do that in the form of some huge group, they're going to make us out to be bad people, and they're going to, make us out to be bad people, and no telling what else, But if we're all individual, but together at the same time, I believe we can
Right.
accomplish great things peacefully,
Somebody
without having
drop
to go
it.
that other way.
Yeah.
What's
The Southern Patriots Association. Can somebody drop that link?
If you
Yeah, we
go,
don't
if you
have
look
that.
through the videos and you could look at the one that says "What is TSPA?" That's the one that kind of describes what I just said, and has the information
watched
about
it.
where to send it and all that. And anybody that's curious at all and really just iffy, just just email me and tell me that you're not sure. I'll be glad to give you my phone number. We can call and talk about it, or you can go use a payphone or McDonald's phone or something like that, whatever, But I'm not the Fed. I'm a regular guy, and just trying to do something good with the
Awesome,
opportunity that
Meg.
I have in the
Welcome.
land of the free.
Awesome. Well, you have a good day, man. Hydrate. Stay hydrated while you're out there mowing that grass.
Yes.
And I look forward to more videos from you. I've been watching your vids, man, and I would love to watch you do the meltdown and pour it into molds and stuff. I'm really into
I'll
the
tell you what.
primitive stuff.
I'll go drop the video here in just a minute. I've got that video already done up. I've got a lot of them already done up. I'll drop a few more this afternoon, and I'm going to be going live tonight at about 8 or 9 o'clock Central. So anybody wants to drop by and say what's up, not going to be much going on. Just going to be chilling.
Try to go 9 so
everybody's
we
welcome.
get you after Liberty, because we really enjoy Liberty, and because it's mainly a family oriented type of thing. Our daughter can watch that with us, so she knows what's going on in the world too. And
I
since
love you, buddy.
he doesn't fear monger, and that's what we like about it. So we like that she can be part of that. You know what I mean? So we try to do that with her, and I think that's important because she gets a sense of that community as well. You know.
And real quick for Meg, before we jump off here, I don't want to forget, but what's going on with your mouth? You getting dentistry done? Getting some false teeth, or what's going on? Because I'll let you know that I have no teeth, and I am not embarrassed. Y'all don't like me for who I am, my looks. And the other thing I like about it is I can touch my nose with my tongue.
That's silly. All right, guys, we're gonna get off here too.
Hey, y'all, I'm out of here. I appreciate it.
All right.
Thank you.
Bye, everyone.
We love everybody.
Also, Meg,
I'm gonna jump
you'll
on
always
here
be
real quick
welcome
again.
here. You guys, anybody that
Yeah.
wants to come up here and talk about anything, ask questions. I'm trying to do it where we start off every show with something that you could have at home that could help you multi-purpose. And I'm trying to do that just to help people out because I actually have some knowledge in that. And but I mean, there are many people out there who know more than I do, and I welcome that discussion with anybody because I love learning as well. Okay, I don't think I know everything by any means, but you're all welcome. You're welcome to come up here and let's have a conversation. You know, so
Absolutely.
we love y'all, and we'll see you next time in our neck of the woods. And you're going to do something here shortly?
Yeah, I'm gonna get back on here. Gonna just maybe 5 minutes or so. I'm just gonna kind of just travel around and just show off the sawmill and the tractor and
Oh, Craig, there
just
you
the barn
go.
siding. I mean, you know, fun stuff.
All right.
And I'm also gathering up all the pictures so we can get a. I've also got an Etsy account started. I don't have it ready yet. I've got it started, but I got to get all the pictures ready. I've got to be able to get them up on and uploaded so we can start showing prices of the things that we do. And that goes from all of from my wife's paintings on slates and or canvas to even on wood to my brother's furniture that he kind of builds. Not kind of, but he does build. To us even sawmilling and us getting the type of wood in that we get in. So I mean, it's just, you know, fun stuff.
Would you guys
And
be interested in watching how to
tomorrow-
shape and paint slates?
And tomorrow, I'll be doing a vid on. We're going down to get two locust trees so we can get fence posts out of them, and then we're going to be putting up a gate for our driveway. So y'all want to join us tomorrow for that? That'd be great.
All right. See you guys
And
next time.
other
Love
than
and
that,
light.
Take care. See you in a minute.